Hi everybody, my name is Ben Pearson and I'm the Director of Client Solutions for Beyond Recruitment. Feeling very lucky to be living in New Zealand right now. It's a beautiful place and I hope you guys are all safe and well and enjoying it too. Hey look, welcome to my new video series which is all about helping you be great at recruiting staff, and I'm calling it Recruit Like a Boss. These short videos will hopefully be insightful, hopefully be interesting, and I'd love to see your comments, questions and feedback, and feel free to share. Today's session is all about candidate employment value drivers, or EVDs. Understanding a candidate's employment value drivers is an absolutely fundamental aspect of smart recruiting. The candidate EVD is kind of a mirror reflection of your employment value proposition, or EVP. At a high level, if there's a gap between the EVD and the EVP, then chances of a successful hire diminish quite significantly. To really understand EVDs, a good place to start is understanding why people leave jobs, which are in reverse, the same reasons that people are looking for new jobs. Here at Beyond, we actively measure these and we find it really valuable for seeking trends and for advising our clients. So what are the key reasons that people leave jobs, which are in turn the same reasons that candidates are looking for jobs? And look, there's actually quite a lot of them, as you can see. I'm sure a lot of these are familiar to most of you, so I won't go through each one in detail. But I will just pick a couple out because they're quite relevant in this current economic climate that we find ourselves in. Leadership has always been close to the top of the list as an EVD. If you've got inspirational, forward-thinking leadership, you typically have higher rates of retention and a more satisfied workforce. Similarly, if leadership's going off the rails a bit, it can quite quickly cause instability. And at the moment, I'd have to say there's a lot of that happening. Leaders are finding themselves in situations they are unaccustomed to in a very difficult trading environment. And some leadership is faltering, and we're noticing an increase in people expressing interest in changing jobs because of weaknesses in leadership. Another one I think that's always worth pointing out is around career development. This is a real pillar of the EVD list. Very, very important to most candidates. And what I'm talking about here is opportunities to move up in the organisation and enhance your career. I'm not talking about training courses and things like that. I'm talking about bona fide career opportunities. And I think the other one there that's probably worth dwelling on is flexibility, because we're hearing a lot about this at the moment. A lot of people have just been through a period where they've been working from home quite extensively. They've enjoyed it. Depending on your industry, there may have been some productivity gains. So more and more job seekers are seeking employers where there is good levels of flexibility offered. And that's a really important one as well. I bet you're asking yourself, gosh, why has Ben highlighted those 6 ones at the beginning? That's these ones here. Now look, it's not because these are the top 6 reasons that candidates are leaving jobs or seeking new jobs. It's actually that this combination of employee value drivers is the most common reasons why people leave jobs. And in reverse, this combination of employee value drivers is the most common reasons that people are looking for new work. And it's really, really important. So if you do these 6 things very, very well, chances are you've got higher retention, a more satisfied workforce, and lower rates of attrition. If you do these things not so well and you recognise that, it's probably likely you've got a less satisfied workforce, maybe more people looking around for other opportunities, and I would recommend these would be good areas to work on if you feel they're a weakness. And you need to be really sort of honest and reflective about that. So this whole thing with EVDs and EVPs, the misalignment is a really, really big issue. If a top candidate is seeking an employer that offers, say, mentoring, feedback and autonomy, if you say that you can deliver that and then you don't, the chances are that person will leave, probably in the first 6 months. If you know that your organisation is not particularly great at delivering to those EVDs, or folk have left in the past for these type of reasons, it's likely this person isn't a good one to hire. And again, you need to be quite sort of honest about that. But if there is really good EVD and EVP alignment, it's really, really powerful, and you need to introduce it early in the employment relationship. If you've identified that match, even in the first week of that new employee starting, have a meeting with them, talk about the EVDs, remind them how you're going to meet them. That is a very, very powerful way to get things off on the right foot. And then check progress regularly. Meet with the new employee frequently over the first 6 months to specifically talk about EVDs. This is a major tip for successful onboarding and recruitment, and I hope you give that some thought. I bet if you ask most hiring managers, though, they say they don't do this. And I bet if you ask why most new job starters leave within the first 6 months, they'll say because the role did not live up to expectations and promises. So it's really, really simple. To avoid all that, understand the candidate's employment value drivers, be honest if you can't deliver to them, and if you can, make sure you do. Hey, look, thanks very much for watching this installment of Recruit Like a Boss. I'd love to see your comments and feedback, and like I said, please feel free to share and keep an eye out for the next episode.